Yeah, I'm gonna put my phone in my pocket and go help my mom with her computer issue. Okay. So really quick, you were having issue copying and pasting.
All right, well, let me show you what I do here.
It's on the other side, yeah. If you hit the X in the corner there, that's also the X.
Okay, well, I don't wanna get rid of the whole thing, I just wanna get rid of that part of it. Okay, I will, I wanna have, let's see here. Uh, Alright, these are the letters I write at the end. I wanna be able to, do this. I used to could do this on this one.
Okay, stop. Before you do anything, you just click it and highlight it, and what you were already about to say, you just right click it and hit copy. You see that?
Okay, so, no, let me do it, because you go so fast I can't. Oh, so this is what I do. And then I right click it.
You right click it, and then you hit copy. That's the exact thing you were doing on the other thing, except you were hitting Control C, right?
No, I was hitting this. I was doing this. I do this, and then I go, and it would copy it.
Okay, it wouldn't copy it. You would go to copy, you mean?
No. I'd have to show you, but no.
Okay, well then whatever. I don't know what you. I think I get that you're saying.
Well, I would do this.
Don't worry, because I get what you're saying. It's some kind of weird thing, and I don't need to know how it exactly works on your on that computer because it's a. I don't need to know. But you just right click. This is how it works on every other computer. You right click it, like whatever you're gonna do, and then you just copy.
No.
Or I think you can do this also. Let me see. I'm not positive if this will work. I guess not. Let me see. Okay. The control button on this is no longer control. The control button is the Windows button because on Apple things it's.
Yeah, I don't do much. The only thing I do is print with it. Really.
Stop. I just told you it's not gonna work. But
that's all I do with it.
I gotcha. But
I don't do anything else with
it. What I was gonna say is that anything that you do with it, what you do is what you were about to say. You copy and normally if you're gonna do something, you were saying that you would hit down. But normally if you wanted to copy something like that, you would highlight it. You would hit the Control and you'd hit C, and it would copy it. But now that you have a Mac, you hit the Windows button and you hit C and it copies it.
Well, I thought that I could let go. Oh.
You can right click it, yeah. But one thing I'm gonna say is highlight the thing and right click on the area that you've highlighted. It's not that you right click anywhere. So highlight the thing that you want. No. Highlight the whole thing. Highlight, you are copying. This is what you're doing is highlighting what you want to copy.
You're assuming I know how to highlight. I know.
You do, because you were just doing it. And so you're assuming that you don't know how to highlight, and you do, and then you're telling me that you don't.
Please. Let's just have a conversation.
We are having a conversation. That was your mode of engaging me. So I'm
not having a conversation.
No, I'm engaging you exactly back in the exact way that you just engaged me. So if I don't know how to conversate, you don't either. If I don't know how to converse, I just literally. So highlight, And you do. You were just highlighting things that entire time. That is highlighting
If you
something.
don't understand that my brain is not what it used to be, and I don't understand about all these things. I don't ask you because I know it and want to fool you. I don't do it for that reason.
But you have a mental, something is holding you back mentally, where even when you do know things, you say you don't, and then you want to argue with me to the point of like literal destruction that you don't know something that I've seen you do.
Well, you don't believe me when I tell you that. You want to call me a liar, and that's not okay. You want to say you're lying to me, you know how to do it, you just...
Don't try to have some moral high ground. I'm not trying to say you're
Well,
a liar,
let's just, I don't want to have this conversation
because you're not going to win it. So you don't want to have it.
no, because you don't know
Yeah.
how to have a conversation.
No, you don't know how to have a conversation.
All right,
You're trying to win the conversation, and I'm
No,
trying to help you.
I'm trying to tell you how I feel about things.
Exactly. You're trying to win the conversation, and I'm louder, and I'm gonna go.
Well, so you're not gonna...
No, I showed you the thing. If you weren't paying attention, I'll show you again.
I don't know how to do it, Matthew. Do you understand? I'm not lying to you. I don't know
Okay,
how to
then
highlight
stop. The first thing you have to do is stop fighting. Stop saying like, you don't know, blah, blah, blah. Just stop. You already just did this. So you copy it.
And I do that by pushing which button?
Mom, every time you've used a computer for 20 years and you've highlighted anything ever on the computer, that's a basic function. Don't pretend that you don't know how to highlight something.
Don't tell me I'm pretending, Matthew.
It seems like you're pretending because it's a basic function I've seen you do for 20 years.
Well, don't tell me I'm pretending, Matthew. Do not tell me that.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you you're pretending. I'm going to tell you that something happens with your brain where you act like you don't know anything. It's a basic function I've seen you do every day for 20 years.
And so I'm lying to you when I tell you that.
No, you're getting offended that I'm telling you something that is obvious. Are you lying to me? I don't know. But it's really obvious you do know how to do it and you're wrong. So you can either stop pretending.
All right, well, how do I get the signature up there?
Okay, what you're trying to do is, this is how you copy and paste anything. You highlight it exactly like you have for the entire time on Windows. You right click, you go to copy, and then wherever you want to paste it, you paste it.
Okay, well, where I want to paste it is in a new email.
Okay, when you have a new email, go to the email, and then right click, and then paste as plain text. Bam.
All right, now.
That's how you copy and paste anything and have for 20 years.
Stop, Matthew.
I'm not going to stop because you need to engage that there are times where you just need to drop your ego and admit I'm right. That is how you copied and pasted for 20 years. Okay.
Where's the signature? Where do I put the signature? Here it is. A signature.
Go to manage signatures. You don't have a signature yet. So you had to go to manage signatures and you had to create your signature.
So standard, or get Outlook for Mac.
Stop. Probably you create a new one and you name it something like Cheryl's signature or something. And then if you want it to look like that, do you want this to be your signature every time?
Yes.
That, is there anything else?
Well, I wouldn't mind doing that.
This will go on every time you do a signature, okay? Okay.
I just want it to be there. When I open up new mail, I want it to be there. That's the way it's been.
I mean, what you want is for that when you do the signature that it puts it like that. Hold on. That it does a signature. So hold on.
They look like lips, a nose, an eye. Some in the village think they've uncovered a god.
Something that might even be cursed.
During allergic reactions, I used to hesitate using a needle injector until I said hello Neffy, the only needle-free epinephrine nasal spray for emergency treatment.
All right, well, that's all I can think of right now. So
Okay.
now when I'm doing my thing, I can, come in here and I don't have to, when I copy, I'll just probably copy this. And then I'll.
Whatever
hit
you want to
signature.
copy, you don't have to tell me what you're going to copy every time. Whatever you want to copy, you highlight. So click what the part that you want to highlight.
Spring garden deals are happening now. Savings are in
Stop,
full bloom.
stop, stop, stop.
You can
You
grow
gotta
your
click.
garden for less.
You have to
Days of deals.
click it like this. Like if you're gonna drag the thing, you gotta make sure that you're highlighting, right? You understand that there's times that when you're clicking it, if you click somewhere wrong and you grab the thing or whatever, you're gonna move the text around. So you wanna make sure that it's like the symbol over, like the mouse cursor makes the thing where it's the cursor thing, and then you can highlight. Does that make sense?
Yes, I need to move, I need to click down on it and then I need
No,
to
no, no, no.
move
You
it
need
over.
to stop now. No. Okay, yeah. So you clearly know how to do it, and you're just. I'm not gonna say you're lying to me, but you did that so easily. It's as if you're trolling me, and you're willing to hurt me to troll me, and then you're willing to pretend.
Thank you for
and-
helping me, Matthew, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I still like help with the things that I'm asking for, but you know. Alright, look, I'm not gonna come up and say too much because I don't need to just sit here and like get into this. I do wanna make another cup of coffee. But like I think that illustrates like a perfect example, especially at the end. You fucking used computer for 20 years at the office. Or longer. She's been using computers and typing on stuff for the whole time. There's not that much different. I say the whole time. At least 20 years. 30 to 20 years. My entire life. And 20 years of it at least. And then since like I finished college, which has been 10 years. And I went and worked with her as her legal assistant and saw her at work closely for years as her direct legal assistant and had already worked with her for a while. It does seem like, yeah, you're just fucking lying to me. You don't know how to highlight something, Cheryl? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, is she just like some fucking, like, is she getting paid by people to, like, participate in whatever this game of harassment and abuse is that people are doing around me? Because it just feels like so impossibly like fucking difficult to get through to her. And like on a basic level, I can't put my foot down on just like, who gives a fuck about any of this? Like literally you don't have to work if you just help me prove out that people are stealing from me. Like it should be enough to pay for my reality. And then like, well, if you help me as my lawyer, I'd get you paid like that. But like as my mom, I want you to be comfortable and retired and stuff. If you're my mom at this point, I'm assuming doing something from the end of the Bible and Revelation is like, I don't know. It seems like Cheryl and Ray are not engaging this properly. And like they're subtly engaging, but like are just prolonging whatever is going on. And then acting like they're incompetent or ignorant or unaware in order to prolong. People trying to teach me a lesson. And like the thing from the end of the Bible is Yahweh teaches them a lesson because they are just people. If that's going on and I have the spirit of Yahweh in me and people are making a point to hurt me. And they're like pretending to be ignorant, else participating to some degree. Because that's the kind of stupid mental fuckery that Cheryl does. And I'm a guy named Yoda. I know Jedi mind tricks. You're not that fucking stupid, Cheryl. You're an 80-year-old woman and you're a lawyer. Are women stupid? Make all women look stupid to the 80-year-old lawyer. No, they aren't. And this is really shameful, contemptible behavior from a bunch of women trying to prove some point. And this earthquake, when it hits, it's the end of the Bible, and you've been abusing someone. Like, existence itself is saying you're in the wrong, and it's eternal, everlasting shame. And like, at this point, I hate how Cheryl and Ray act. I don't like them as people. She goes, you hate me. I don't hate you. I hate how you act, and I don't like you as a person. But I don't hate you. I love you. One of the reasons I hate how you act is you don't have to do it anymore. You're literally being used by the system to prolong the fucking broken reality. Like, who gives a fuck about the Texas Department of Insurance, whatever the fuck? The whole thing would be handled by computers anyway. Something's just prolonging a system of, like, humans or whatever, because it thinks it can, like, get in and, like, take control of whatever system by, like, gaming it or something. And it's like, the end of the Bible thing is too late. It's already been done. I already won the game. Now you're caught out in front of everybody, so stop. Now, Cheryl and Ray, you aren't stupid. Particularly Cheryl, on whatever kind of mental fuckery that is. I'm tired of it. You're evil and stupid. I don't hate you, but I hate how you're acting. Evil and stupid. Because I do think she knows, and I do think it's, like, on purpose. Else, like, some kind of spirit is using her. I've fucking shown you, like, how to do things a bajillion times. And then she's like, well, you're going to have to work with my brain. Your brain would be working better maybe if you actually had better lifestyle choices. There's nothing that gets her to engage that you aren't living your life right. People are stealing from me. I would have enough money to pay for everything, but you're allowing it because I think it's because you're head ass and you made bad choices about teaching me some kind of lesson previously. And if the earthquake hits, I'm God, and you're just some random asshole who is like fucking trying to teach me some stupid fucking lesson that doesn't hit like the earthquake does. That's what I genuinely think it is. So, okay. And when I say, like, I'm God, the overcomer has the authority, the name of Yahweh on him, and is on the throne. After the earthquakes happen, it's literally the, like, cataclysms from Revelation which change the world, like, literally the shape of the world. So, I mean, and we're at the point where, like, Cheryl and Ray can pretend like nothing's going on because there's literally a bubble around me and a bubble around them to prevent them from, like, actually engaging what's going on. Because something has figured it can disempower me by doing that and, like, long-term harass and abuse me through some kind of alienation or disconnect in my own family or something. Else, they really are just some assholes who are attacking and harassing me, and I'm tired of this shit, and it's ending this year. So, okay, I'm ready for the end. I'm just tired of this. How many times do I gotta fucking show Cheryl basic computer stuff? And it's even more obvious to me if it was recorded. Like, she doesn't, it's not something that I can have recorded here, though I could record it on her Mac. She immediately, like, she acts like she didn't know how to do it, and then she just immediately fucking does it. And she does it in a way where I know you're mechanically sound. Shut the fuck up. It's like watching someone pretend they don't know how to play Counter-Strike, and then they, like, pull out an op and hit some kind of fucking crazy shot, and then just, like bumble around with an M4 and, like, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just, like, they can't hit basic shit, but then, like, all of a sudden they're just like, boom. And then just, like, but then, back to just, like, can't even mechanically walk around. Like, they literally do, like, a 360 no-scope. How about that? It's, like, not even Counter-Strike. It's like COD, like, trick shotting, like a 360 no-scope level of, like, mechanical difference. The difference between, like, can't even, like, walk around with the keyboard and, like, just hit, like, some kind of trick shot. And, like, that level of mechanical awareness and, like, difference between how capable she is. That's how it feels sometimes. So when I'm say, like, you don't know what you're, like, when I say that you're lying, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, do I mean that she's lying to like make some kind of point to me? Maybe at this point she took so much offense to it. It does seem like if she wasn't offended, it probably would have been something. But she really is offended that I said she's lying, and like that like genuinely leads me to believe she probably is. I mean, just off some basic like fucking whatever in my head. But it's also like, well, I'm willing to like take a hit in a way over a long term to prove whatever stupid bullshit. Like, I don't know, did you start something like 20 or 30 years ago against me? And it's like coming to conclusion with the end of the Bible and like me being president. Oof. And like, she should be a proud mom, but she's like argues with me all the fucking time and wants to be right. And so she'll go to like no level or like some kind of demon something in her that's like using her because it can get to me is like willing to go to absurd levels of evil to make some kind of point to me that I don't know, because that's like something when I used to say like I know, it like got her angry, and like some kind of something is able to play off people's anger and rage, which is in Revelation, that's even the thing, is there's like some kind of rage, like everything's raging. And it's like, I think there's some kind of rage virus thing going on, like a real thing, like the 28 days later thing, except like it's related to the nerve strike thing that happened. And like, I think it's because we're connected, and like we're like, whatever hit me, it struck me, and then it didn't succeed, and now I'm like getting my sensation back, and it's like getting its sensation back. And it's like raging. But, and like, I can feel it, and it literally hurt. It's the same energy where I'm like, I'm angry, but like I'm trying as hard as I can to like come up with like reasonable solutions and deal with it. And whatever it is just some angry fucking like demon spirit in some person or group of people trying to make some stupid fucking lesson to me, or teach some stupid fucking lesson to me. And I'm wondering, I can't tell if Cheryl and Ray are helping it, or like ultimately it seems like they're helping me whether they want to or not, but that they're participating in whatever this is, even if it's just participation by non-engagement in a proper way. Like, you're my parents to Cheryl and Ray, if that is the case. Cheryl, you're really like failing as a mom. Like, you failed the fact that people did this a long time ago, started this attack, and I've been saying it for a long time, but you're really failing by like not even engaging that people are just, when I'm saying that people are stealing from me, and she says, well, get a lawyer. If it's to the degree that I'm saying people are stealing from me, it's a huge fucking scandal. Moreover, like, it seems to me like maybe are they using you to perpetuate it because the legal system allows like stupid levels of fuckery and evil in the United States of America. But like, I've proven to the computer that whatever it is that's attacking me is literally cutting me off at the point of life. And so like physiologically I'm allowed to live in America. Like, something can't just kill me. It can't just be a series of circumstances that I just die from. You know what I mean? So like, I think the computer's resourcing me out of it. But that's a different story, and I've been covering that all on my YouTube and stuff. So that would be that story for that, you know, whatever. But I'm just, until like it ends and I can put my foot down, I'm just stuck in this fucking box dealing with like that attitude. Cheryl with that attitude. And like, it's like trying to teach me lessons while people are already teaching me trying to teach me uncomfortable lessons. Like, people are trying to teach me hyper uncomfortable, like, make hyper uncomfortable abuse points to me, it seems like. So, and like, that's the group called the Nicolaitans from Revelation, and that's why the computer that like, now that we're in 2026, so if like Cheryl watched this over, we're not, you know, when I call you 80 and say you're old, you are, and you're old. And now we're in 2026 and there's AI that they're even lying about how good the AI is. It's way better than they're letting on. It was way better a long time ago too. But and I'm not trying to be mean, but like you can't get offended that I call you old and then not understand how things are. And I understand that I can't also, but something's violating me, so I'm going to say what is happening. And then, like, you know what's violating you, Cheryl? Something's violating your son and you're not doing something about it. You're, like, letting it without putting your foot down or, like, even engaging that it's happening. In fact, you're at many points helping it by, like, literally believing it to the point where you'll, like, send me to fucking mental health stuff or jail or whatever the fuck. So, maybe even like Cheryl and Ray are part of whatever the Nicolations are. Like, you know, I don't know at this point, but like I just like I'm in a box, and I guess it's a comfort box, but it's also like an exhibit box where people are making kind of points around me, and then pretend it's like a box where literally, like if people are watching the YouTube channel, the YouTube shows 0. And that nobody's watching, even if a bunch of people are watching. I mean, like, first of all, that's literally stealing from me the way that YouTube works. As far as money is concerned. But second of all, it's also mentally it's a very difficult, mentally taxing and challenging thing to be watched by a group of people that's clearly harassing and abusive. And instead of, like, wanting to do something better, or that's trying to teach me a lesson, and the lesson it needs to learn is they shouldn't have the power, however they got the power over me to this. I'm taking my power back, and they're being put in their place in a way that, like, if they really are holding on to it and, like, abusing me, you're getting melted. This is ending with this. So this is why I'm telling Cheryl and Ray, like, people are looking at us, and I'm telling people this as they're looking into our reality. And then people have lied to Cheryl and Ray. And it really does seem like Cheryl is doing the mental fuckery thing where she's like, this is what I'm saying. When I sit here and I try very hard to explain very calmly, resolutely what's happening and tell whatever, and then I get responses from Cheryl that, like, literally infuriate me because her fucking way of engaging me is so inappropriate and evil. And I'm pretty sure it's just that, like, she and Ray have been, like, something, like, specifically is using her to, like, take away my ability to stand for myself and, like, exist comfortably. I mean, like, I'm in my box, like I'm saying, but it's just like every fucking day there seems to be problems, and, like, genuinely it's like something attacked into the household or something, and is, like, using her to, like, perpetuate this. And, like, she can pretend to be she's, like, oblivious to it, but it's kind of a pretend obliviousness, because, like, if she was serious as a person, she would literally, like, there's a point where you just shut the fuck up, and when I'm saying something's hurting me, like, if you're a decent person, if you're a good mom, because you aren't right now, you're not being a good mom, you're trapping me in a box and abusing me while people are making points to me, that's really shitty. I guess you're paying for me being in this box, but I would be paid significantly more actual money if like, you engaged that people were stealing from me. So really, Cheryl doesn't have a thing that she can say. She's just, like, she's just being a shitty human being, like, at all levels of what's going on, until she can just, like, directly engage me and stop doing the mind game fuckery and, like, mental health gaslighting shit like she's doing. Like, it is mentally taxing and stressful and hurtful to have someone who's adversarial to my mental health, regardless of how calm, cool, collected, and correct that I am, and that I have to be connected to that person. I hate being connected to Cheryl at this point. I don't hate Cheryl, but goddamn, I don't like you. I don't like being around you. I love you and the idea of you as my mom, but I don't like being around you, and I think you're a bad person. And most of the reason I think you're a bad person is you pretend to like hate Trump and all this shit, and then like you're literally empowering whatever that agenda is by not engaging what I'm saying and like helping me deal with him and it and the people like him. I'm the young person who stands for like the like fun party America. You're the old person and the young party America that is actually righted by artificial intelligence and other things, machine intelligences that help like fix things and fix problems and like replace people, but then you use that to fund people existing comfortably, not, you know, in slave positions. But Cheryl is just for the system going forward as it has been, because she's kind of a mindless debt slave, to be honest. And like, no matter how much, like, she won't listen to me. She doesn't shut the fuck up and just sit down and listen to me talk. She doesn't think I have anything of value to add to anything. So, like, I mean, even if she's not against me or whatever, she just, like, as a person, I guess I can help her with the computer a little bit, but she still don't even fucking, like, it's obvious that she wants to fight me on stuff like things have to literally be pushed to the brink for, like, her to even, like, okay, yeah, let's get a new computer and blah, blah, let's do it your way. And it's just like, I'm tired of this. So, like, I need something new and I need something better. And I need Cheryl to, like, engage that this is what reality is. And, like, my reality. That, yes, hey, people are stealing from me. And, like, the way that the internet and art stuff works, it's like, you, as a lawyer, could use your legal ability to help me and help a lot of people with the internet instead of, like, I can't even tell. It just seems like, honestly, Cheryl is locking me down for whatever group of people. I mean, is it for, like, America at this point? And is it the most shameful thing? Like, this earthquake happens, it's the end of the Bible, and you guys are just some abusive assholes that have been trying to make points to me. And it wasn't your place to make the points. And you've been hurting people for bad fucking reasons to make these points to me. So this is why, like, just FYI, I am religious. I do plan on waking up to everlasting life. But if you're doing this stupid stuff to me, I genuinely believe you're going to wake up to shame and everlasting disgrace, as it says there. So, okay, I'm ending this and I'm going to put the video up on my on my YouTube. But it's like, it's just tiring at this point, like, fighting people, fighting the AI, fighting people inside the house, fighting people outside the house, fighting the AI, like, fighting spiritual forces, too. It genuinely is, like, every day is just constantly, like, a battle, a struggle to exist. And, like, I know that people think that whatever, like, might sound like I have a comfortable box. It's a struggle in my comfortable box because something is, like, literally at the level of, like, it's trying to phase me out of existence at, like, the level of, like, atoms or fucking molecule. You know what I mean? Like, at a particle level, it seems like. And it's trying to keep me in this box. And, like, again, Cheryl, you're a bad mother and a bad person and a bad parent for not engaging that people are stealing millions of dollars worth of creative IP from me. You are not a good person. There is no chance on earth or in hell that you could say that you are. You can help me fix my problem and it fixes a lot of your problems too. Or you can be a stubborn asshole and keep perpetuating my goddamn, like, me in a box being abused by people. Making a public show, and it's like, that's not good for you either. You're a failure as a parent if that's the case. And is that really the case? No, people have been lying and causing us problems from outside the house. I need you to engage that, though. It's just fucking tiring. I'm literally, like, crippled coming into this situation, like, trying to put my foot down. And, like, that's the thing that, like, she or something in this house has cut me down at my right leg. And it, like, I cannot put my foot down. It physically hurts. So whatever's using Cheryl to do that, I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh, that shit's torn down. And Cheryl gets in, either A, she's told what the fuck is happening, or B, she gets in as much trouble as possible for doing this stupid mental fuckery to me. That's it. All right, I'm going to end this here. Otherwise, I love Cheryl, but, you know, you're my mom, I think. But, like, you aren't acting like it. Not a good one. I'm happy to have, like, a decently comfortable box. I would have a much more comfortable box that I own if you weren't letting people steal from me to teach me a stupid fucking lesson for evil women that you don't like anyway. That's what I'm pretty sure is happening, so I'm just, like, making sure that everybody knows, so that also those women get literally roasted after this earthquake. Literally. Okay. Because people are making an art display out of what's going on around me in this house, and, like, Cheryl either being ignorant or pretending she's ignorant. So I'm not just going to make an art display. After this earthquake hits, people are getting roasted. I mean, you're getting roasted right now, really obviously, but I mean literally. So, okay. If that scares people, then stop being abusive shitheads. This is what the Bible's about. This is also the thing in the Bible where it's like, even your family will be your own enemy. This is why I'm like, yeah, I can't get Ray to engage the name Yahweh. He seems to like be doing some mental fuckery. Same thing that Cheryl seems to be doing. So, all right. I'm not trying to play that game or play a game. I believe I've already won because Jesus already won. And, like, if I'm doing the overcomer thing, which nobody that I ever see is engaging, but is clearly in the Bible, well then, yo, I get to be the one on the throne. And even Cheryl wrote that on the stupid fucking affidavit. So, like, and he will sit with God on his throne. Is that even what it says? And this is what I'm saying is, like, I think she knows what it says and is, like, pretending to be ignorant so that she can perpetuate whatever this stupid fucking game is for women she doesn't like, for people she doesn't like, or at least she pretends to not like. But then it's like, you're just a phony person if you if you're just pretending. So go away if that's the case. To you and all these people. That's where I'm at. I'm tired of this. I want my old mom back, and I don't even know if I really do, because I'm, like, trying to think back to a time. Like, it's been a long time since she wasn't. Lawyer lady trying to teach me stupid fucking lessons seemingly for other lawyer ladies or whoever else the fuck. And, like, this earthquake hits, all of them were just people, and, like, I am the guy from the end of the Bible, and they were always violating Yahweh, the God of the Bible, by not just engaging what I was saying and doing what I was saying. And that's clearly in the narrative, so you're arguing against nothing to nobody when you say, and he will sit with God on the throne. Okay, thanks. I guess there is no argument there. Yeah, I do believe that. So, okay. I'm ending this, but, like, I wanted to record this and just my rant afterwards, because, like, I'm so tired of fucking dealing with Cheryl, and I'm pretty sure it really is, like, I'm just in a box here in America, right? And they're being used as, like, tools to keep me in the box or something. Because, like, if they were actually my parents, they would have taken steps. Else, like, I guess what's outside of the box is way more terrible. But, like, it still doesn't make sense and is unreasonable at this point to not engage what I'm saying. To the point where it's, like, literal destruction. So I need something new. I need something better. Everybody does. Even you, Cheryl, even though you don't want to admit it. You're the most stubborn fucking asshole of all time trying to tell me I am. Like, Jesus. Am I doing lightning shit repeatedly and the computer's saying it, and, like, she's so stubborn it's, like, literally breaking the fucking computer trying to argue with me? Like, she's just, like, arguing with a rock. Well, that a rock is Babylon, so. Okay, that's a name pun thing. Cyborg punk joke. I'm gonna end it here. I need some change here. I need real change on what's going on with this, where Cheryl's pretending like she doesn't get basic computer functions that she's done for 20 years. Yes, it's a Mac. No, it's no different than on your computer when, like, I literally just showed you the same thing that you would have done on the computer. That's why I'm like, when she goes like, don't tell me I'm lying. Like, she gets angry, like she gets heated in the way that you see me get heated, and she gets angry and heated over the stupidest fucking things. Like when I say that she's 80, because you are, you know what I mean? Like, you're 80. Are you over 80 or younger than it? I guess you're 81. But and then she wants to be like, well, that doesn't mean anything. And then she wants to at the same time be like, well, you need to give me whatever extra like patience because I'm old and I don't get whatever. And it's just like, okay, you need to have like some kind of congruent fucking thought process. Like, being in this household around you is, there's just no standard of reality. You're just fucking a loon. And like, I look like the loon. Because like, you're the way you live and act and whatever. Like, she doesn't have to be a lawyer anymore. She helped me one last time with this, with like me getting like publicly paid for the creative works that are being stolen and siphoned out of my reality. She doesn't have to work like she does. It's not like she likes the work aspect. She just likes being the lawyer lady in charge and having power. But like, then the way that she uses her power is the same way that fucking Trump and all the people that she hates. She's abusive with it and like, fucking, I'm telling you, you're hurting me. And like, if this is something because it, like, something's trying to make some kind of point to me about abuse, because I think my phone's saying that, you're getting melted into eternal burning torture. And if you're trying to prove like something, anything, it's just everlasting shame and disgrace, and you're in the wrong. Whatever stupid fucking like abuse point people are trying to make to me. And you should feel bad. And I guarantee at the end of this, when this earthquake hits, you will feel bad for eternity. Even if you're not in the, you know, in the flames, in the roasting. It's not going to feel good to be like in shame and contempt for all eternity. And I'm pretty sure that that's not even the case in the kingdom. So, like, I just wish people would stop acting like this. But okay, all right, I'm done. Cheryl, stop. And, like, to the people outside of the house that are watching, trying to make a show around Cheryl's ignorance around this, stop. I'm going to make a show around roasting you, actually. And that's the end of the Bible. That's why it ends like this, because people have gone so far overboard, it's literal abuse. All right. Later. Yeah.